Hello everyone, I'm Miki, the ultimate doctor. If things look a little different right now, it's because Mia gave me a redesign to make me look more like my Danganronpa avatar does. But that's not why we're here. Today I'm going to teach you how to become an ultimate doctor just like me. Without further ado, let's get into it. Becoming a doctor takes several years of medical school, but let's just say you've already graduated and your hospital is already built. The first room in the hospital is, of course, the waiting room. The first step of making the waiting room is the music. Play some nice jazz music, like the one playing right now. Dance to the music, baby. The song is called Beautiful Creation by Project Eden's Garden. I'll link in the description. Now, normally people hate the hospital waiting room because it's uncomfortable and boring. But here's how to make your hospital waiting room not uncomfortable and boring. For starters, don't add crappy crossword puzzles. Instead, add some fashion magazines or comic books to keep people entertained while they're waiting for the doctor. Oh, and don't ever add plastic chairs to the waiting room. They could break and get people seriously hurt. Add some comfy couches instead. That way people won't get hurt, and they'll be comfortable while waiting. And don't forget to add a play zone for the kids to cheer them up. Now, when it's time to see the doctor, the patient will leave the waiting room and walk down a hallway. But to make sure they go to the right office, make sure the doors are labeled. And if there's children, you can paint a fun design on the wall, like a caterpillar or a rainbow. That way they won't be scared of going to the doctor. Now it's time to design the offices. You can design them any way you like. Pastel, neon, kawaii, you name it, you make it. And every doctor needs an assistant, particularly a nurse. My assistant is the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
Hello.
Nurses help you schedule appointments, see who's next in line for their checkup, help with emergencies, and can be really good friends. And sometimes, maybe more than a friend. Don't tell Mikan I said that. We are just friends. Anyways, now here comes the moment you've been waiting for. How to actually treat the patients. Fair warning, this might get a little gross. If a patient is sick, you need to wear protection to avoid getting sick. Gloves to protect your hands, and a mask to protect your face. You can even have a cute design on it. If a patient is showing signs of a cold or the flu, here's what to do. Set them on the table with parchment paper and check their temperature using a thermometer. Thermometers can go under the tongue, under the arm, or on the forehead. Next, listen to their heartbeat and breathing using a stethoscope. To check if the patient has sore throat, use a tongue depressor, or popsicle stick as I call it, and tell the patient to open their mouth and say, ah. Check for redness or swelling of the tonsils. Those could be signs of a sore throat. Once you write down all the patient's symptoms, you can diagnose them and prescribe medicine. Like I said, becoming a doctor takes several years of medical school, so there's a little more to it than that. Now, if a patient has red, itchy bumps on their body, like chicken pox or an allergy, here's what to do. For starters, tell them not to scratch the bumps. That'll only make things worse. Second, examine the bumps and ask the person how they got them. Then, when you know what caused the bumps, you can prescribe medicine or lotion to get rid of the bumps. Now, if a patient is showing signs of an upset stomach, don't panic. I know a lot of people don't like the stomach bug on this channel, but I'm a professional, so here's what to do. First, lay the patient down on the exam table, then gently feel around different parts of the upper and lower belly to see if there's anything weird in there. You can also see which part of the abdomen hurts the most. And then, when you diagnose the patient, you can describe stomach medicine. But not all patients are going to be sick. Some patients may come in injured, or they could be perfectly fine just ready for a weekly or monthly checkup. But no matter what, always be prepared. Everybody hates getting sick, which is why some patients come in to get a shot so they can be immune to the germs. It may look easy on TV, but there are some things you need to do before giving the patient the shot. First, you need to wash your hands with soap and water or wear gloves, whichever you prefer. Then rub the patient's arm with rubbing alcohol and give them the shot. But children are scared of getting shots, so you need to calm them down and tell them that everything will be okay. And afterwards, you can reward them with a candy, a sticker, or a toy. And some patients get a shot that looks like this. There's no needle, it's a spray that goes up in your nose. A lot of my patients like Rantaro, Chihiro, Kaede, and Ryoma get them. Ryoma will demonstrate how to use this. Ready? Big sniff. And now one more. You did it! Make sure to be careful while using these, and if patients do get a needle shot, it might hurt a little, but it'll help them stay healthy for a long time. And sadly, this is where the video ends. I don't know if it helped or not, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!